My name is Charlotte Elise Westwood, but you can call me Charlie. I was raised in one of the 7 esteemed noble families of Azmarin. I will admit I lived quite the privileged life growing up the only child of Rylan Westwood and Giselle Montecroy, but my parents were diligent in expanding my experiences beyond our manor. Before the incursion, my days consisted of reading, writing, studying ancient languages, and socializing with the other noble families, all in the effort of becoming, as my family would say, an accomplished young woman who would be suitable for marriage. Yet, even with the pressure of being the last Westwood, I felt an undeniable calling elsewhere, a duty beyond that of an overqualified housewife. Through the years, I began to appreciate the beauty in all of the creatures with whom I shared the world. In an effort to honor the abundance of life around me, I took an oath of pacifism at a young age. Violence only begets violence, and I refused to take part in perpetuating that cycle. This oath came under test as my home was ravaged by other planar creatures, but I stand firm in my commitment to peace. Despite the terrors that any one individual is capable of, there is good to be found in every sentient life. It is a gift to see the potential in others, but it is an even greater gift to help them see it within themselves.
Hello, welcome to my library, humble though it may be. My name is Terrian Cariadis, and I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. My story? Well, I was born here in Azmarin, in the Scholars' Village. My father was a learned man of the arcane before he passed, and I found myself inspired to learn all that I could to follow in his footsteps. Magic has always fascinated me, and I endeavoured myself, as I do in most things, to be my utmost best at it. I devoted myself to the Temple of Ioun, and all the knowledge contained therein. When not sleeping or tending to my other duties, I was sure to be found within the temple's wondrous library. I held more pages than could ever be read in a given lifetime, but that was a challenge I was willing to take on. I was excelling in my studies, and the future seemed open with potential. I had hope, I had possibilities, I had a plan, I still remember the smoke and the heat of the inferno. The Scholars' Village burned. We didn't know it at the time, but a devilish incursion was taking over the city. We did all within our power to rescue what books and knowledge we could, but we lost more than we ever dreamed. The temple burned along with the library. It's all gone now. My mother died in the fire as well. Had I known, in my anger and pain, I looked for a new purpose, a new path. I wanted revenge. So I joined the fledgling rebellion. Myself and my party of revolutionaries struck back against the devils. We felt unstoppable, like we were making a real difference. But one day we fell into an ambush. I was the only one to survive. I had so much. I have little now. The one thing that I'm trying my best not to lose is hope, but every day makes that harder to hold on to.
Hello, hey, I'm down here. Hi, I'm Briar, and this is my clock tower. I usually don't let anyone up here, but I guess you can be allowed because I know you can keep a secret. I've been in Azmarin for a while now. I left home after my folks kicked me out. They said our family was too poor for me to stay home and be a dead weight good for nothing. Anyway, that doesn't matter because I can take care of myself. Things were hard when I first got here, but after a while I realized I am good for something after all, and that's being sneaky. And luckily I found a way to get paid for that through the Thieves Guild. I've done pretty well by taking the jobs that no one else wants. You know, just little baby crimes like tiny theft and teensy-weensy spying on people. But after the devils came, those jobs became almost impossible to find. I had no idea how hard life was going to be after the incursion. I managed to stay out of it for a while, but I have a bad habit of finding myself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then one night everything changed. I was running for my life, as you do, and I found this lady who was dying. And then she shoved this into my hands. This is Najwa. Well, I call her that now, but at first I didn't know what to do with her. Books are usually very boring, but she's teaching me all kinds of new things. It's all mostly in pictures because I'm not a super good reader, but I'm going to figure it out. Najwa's my best friend. So that's how I ended up joining the rebellion. It was all her idea. I wouldn't have bothered, but she gets so mopey when we don't do what she wants to do, and I would do anything to make her happy. She says we have a very important job to do together, so I'm just following her lead. Anyway, enough of that boring stuff. Time to eat. I would offer you some of this bread, but everyone knows that ghosts can't eat.
You can call me Jude. Jude Laurent if you really want to know. I was born here, in the heart of Azmarin. Rather shine her light and bless my birth. At least that's what my mother used to say. Used to. My life was fine, okay at best. I had a loving mother and a father who inspired me to be strong. He taught me to fight. He taught me to protect my own. I joined the city guard because of him. He taught me, most importantly, to survive. I'm a survivor. That's what you do in Azmarin. This city of pseudo-peace and gilded gold. You hold your head up and you survive. When your father dies, you survive. When all is lost and a judgmental man picks you and your mother up from the ashes, you survive. And when the world comes crashing down in infernal flame, you do what you must to survive. None of that matters now. Life as we know it is nothing more than delaying the inevitable. The devil's won. What can we do now? But I think of my mother, what she was. I think of my father. I think of what he wanted, what he fought for. I fight back for him. I fight back because I need to make things right. For him. For her. For everyone.
Welcome to the stream! Hi, everybody.
Wow.
It's been a hot minute since we have seen y'all, but we are super excited to get back into it. I don't think we have any special announcements that need to be spoken yet. So, Jude, actually, let me get you some better music. This
seems really appropriate because we ended on a really happy note.
We surely did. Nothing wrong going to happen.
Nothing's wrong. We all have all of our health, all of our spell slots.
Mm-hmm. We got some magic items.
We got some cool magic items. We slayed the dragon.
Oh, actually, the liberation has happened. We won.
Why don't you?
We actually won the whole.
Okay, y'all.
Everybody can finish your campaign. We have won it for everybody.
Okay, so Jude, why don't you?
8 sessions of brunch.
Why don't you give us a recap?
Okay.
Sir Note Taker.
Right shit. Exactly. So previously, aka almost a month ago, it is still storming. We take a long rest because we were tired. We decided to go to Tyrion's place because we should just stick together. Briar's like, why can't we just go wherever the fuck we want? And we're like, no. But Tyrion convinced us to come with some sandwiches. We get some cloaks and masks if we need them. We go to Tyrion's house. It's very pretty. It looks like a small, inconspicuous bookshop. This is the bookshop that Tyrion opened after the Temple of Ayun burned down. It's sad. As they're settling down, Briar and Najwa chat. Briar's like, why am I still doing this? And Najwa's like, Briar's purpose, it became bigger than herself. Also, Najwa is catty. They don't like being a book or a cat apparently, but the cat is useful for now. Briar does make a sandwich for Jude, because but they pretty much go to bed. Judas has a shirtless moment because it's necessary. But they all pretty much go to sleep. Nothing really super important happens. However, when we get up, Tyrion says he trusts us, and there's a little patch or something that leads to an underground book room filled with all the banned books that he has. And Jude's like, why the hell are you trusting us so easily? And Tyrion says, because he has to, whatever that means. He didn't trust his previous group, and they're gone. And Jude's like, okay. We get the mask, and we head out to Charlie's house per her request. We do see some guards, some devils standing around, but we don't really know why. We see some burnt areas, so there's definitely the Delaney residential area. But we get to Charlie's house, which is a really nice manor. It's relatively untouched. Charlie needs to go there because she needs to get some diamonds for her spells, because our lovely resident cleric might need to revive some people. But we get to the house. We see Charlie's mother. Her name is Giselle Montecal Rescue. She's gorgeous, muted auburn hair, but physically resembles Charlie. While her mother is being her mother, like, hello, everyone. She sneaks up to her parents' room. Her father does see her, but doesn't do anything yet. She has some options. She has an option that belongs to her grandmother. She has a diamond-studded pendant that she can get. Her mother didn't tell her where she got it, or the engagement ring that her father gave. They all total about 900 G's worth of diamonds. As she's doing that, though, guess who's behind her? Her daddy. And he's looking like, take the ring, because she only wants to take the necklace. So he says, take both. Meanwhile, Miss Westwood is rambling downstairs, looking at Tyrion and all this stuff. And Jude's like, why are you still talking? And she's like, I never forget a face. And he's like, okay. And thank God Charlie didn't see that. But pretty much after a small scuffle of, words and some vitriol being let out, they leave. They head to Charger's Farthing, where they see an old man watching some kind of tunnel entrance, and Briar's like, get out of my way, with Bohan behind her like, go! And he's kindly fucks off. I actually wrote that in quotations. And when she tries to open the entryway, Jude says move, and he opens it for her. And they head into the tunnel. We go down on the ground for a bit. It starts to get smaller, but we're going. We finally get to a ladder. We open it up, and we realize we're underneath the prison. And we're opening up into a section of the prison. We don't see anything yet. We do see some folks in cells, kind of just hanging, kind of just, emaciated and just, not doing well. Tyrion does notice that one of the folks is a member of the rebellion. Briar heads forward a little bit when she gets inside and sees the imp, which she one-shots with an arrow, because she's the best. For some reason, we decide to break into one of the cells. Because we have two precious beings who can't stick to the mission completely and have to save everyone in this invasion. But when we do, guess what happens? It makes some noise. Jude hears an imp and kills him, but a huge chain devil comes around the corner, and we start initiative. In this initiative, some really cool things happen. Briar used a thing called moral failings and made this thing just like struggle mentally, in the sense that they just like, no, you fucked up. It's really cool, actually. Left him stunned. Charlie channeled divinity to heal some folks. Jude unleashed a dreadful aspect, if you will, of himself, claiming that he is the son of Ventros, and you will not deal with me on this day. Didn't go as well, but he still fucked some shit up. Briar, however, auto-critted and killed the chain devil, as like this purple light shined around her, and this arrow just like fucked this thing's entire existence up. And we tried to kill the other barb devil that came in, and honestly, that's where we ended. I don't know if we killed it, but we ended fighting the barb devil. No, we didn't kill it. We were still in fighting it. But Charlie did try to use some thaumaturgy to open the door. to get the Barb Devil's attention and stuff, just like make it a little easier for us. But the prison has been alerted in some way, shape, or form, so we don't know what's coming next. That's where we are.
Thank you so much, Omega. With that, let's pull up our map.
Oh my gosh, everyone's gone? Oh.
And let's pull up my my music.
No, that music seemed really appropriate. Because we won.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's what I remember.
That is what happened.
Let's talk about the situation in combat. We have a initiative order of Jude. The chain devil has been taken care of. Right here, he is Grayscale, Briar, Terry, and Charlie. The imps, and then the barbed devil. Oh, y'all, this music is not hitting like I want it to. Hold on.
So wait,
Nope. No.
So the barbed devil is the one.
Oh,
The barbed devil is the one on Tyrion and Charlie.
Oh, cool. Great. Perfect. It's all coming together. This was all part of the grand scheme.
Okay. So, at the top of the initiative, Jude, how are you looking? I feel like a sports commentator. How you looking, Jude?
Jude will never admit it, but you can hear that his breathing has gotten a lot worse. There's definitely some wounds on him that are a little open. His hair is disheveled in front of him, kind of mixed with sweat and a little bit of blood. On a level, in the metaphorical world where we measure things from 1 to 52, he's at 13. He is, but you know what? He's still a trooper. It's my turn, I'm assuming?
It is.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Previously, the chains that this chain devil had wrapped around you and had you grappled are gone now.
Yes. And he, did I do a thing? I also have Shield of Faith on me, I believe. Yes?
From Charlie? From yourself?
I have a plus, I think from, yes! Charlie, I think you did cast Shield of Faith on me.
She did.
Because I lost it and you cast it on me.
Yeah.
Oh.
You did. I was like,
I knew there was
armor class. Cool. And I am get away from them. And I will rush over to attack twice
5,
with
10,
my
15
sword.
feet.
First attack. That is math. A 21 to hit.
That will land.
Second attack. I'm just gonna do both attacks. Oh, that's a natural 20! Remind me what you do for crits. I'm gonna do the first damage real quick.
It's either you can double the damage that you roll, or you can roll twice the dice. Either one, up to you.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. Oh wow. Well, the first attack is max damage. That is 14 damage. The second attack, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a divine smite into that first level.
Yeah. So what was the damage? The first one, 14.
14. Second attack, you say either double dice or double damage. I'm just gonna double the dice because I'm lazy.
It's double the damage before the modifier, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sure.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2, 6. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me do this separately.
No worries.
That's 11, and then 4 of those. 11. 24. Then. Okay, 24. Math. 24. Math 36. Did I do that first yet? I didn't do that yet. So the 36 is radiant, and then wait, no, is that I guess I do. No, I didn't. I did not. No. I guess I do. The takeoff 36 minus 11. 25. Okay. 25 radiant plus 17 normal.
What does this look like as you immediately bloody this creature?
I probably I'm a little haggard, so I think I run up with my weapon, taking my sword, kind of just slicing it on its back, and then bringing my sword in and just stabbing it in and twisting, trying to get like a spinal cord almost.
Yeah.
And then taking it out. Yeah, that's what I do. And then I do not have a bonus action. I think that's it.
All
I
right.
do have a bonus action, but I'm not gonna use it.
As you bloody this creature in one hit, you watch its sort of the spikes along its back and its shoulders almost look like they puff out and become elongated, as if you have awoken some sort of primal need within this barbed devil, and they are going to make a multi-attack. Looking at sort of everybody around, they go for the softest target first, and that's going to be Charlie. Charlie. Does a 17 plus 6 hit you? It hates me. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage. And Tyrion. 7 plus 6 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does a 13 hit you? All right. The second attack does not hit, as it grabs once.
I'm sorry. I will cast shield again. So I have an AC of 12. So yes, I will cast shield one more time.
Sure. It lashes out once at Charlie, sort of in this feral state. It reaches out for you again. You feel the shield come up, and then it turns to you, Briar. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Is Briar there?
She's right next to him.
I thought she was
That
hidden.
hits.
Never mind.
I thought I was too. It's all good.
That's going to be with its tail. You are going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As it turns to you, Jude, you see sort of this primal, wild energy in its eyes. You don't even know if it would understand any sort of negotiations at this point. It is just out for blood.
Okay.
Briar, it's your turn.
It's like within melee, isn't it?
It is
Right
within
here.
melee, yeah.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna bonus action 2 daggers. What I'm gonna do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Are you currently holding your short bow?
Oh, that's right. I'm still holding that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to action disengage and bail.
You can use bonus action to disengage because you're a
Then
rogue.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Bonus action disengage.
Yep.
Where are you gonna go?
Look at this map again. I think I'm gonna move north in the hallway, like around through Terry and Charlie, and kind of head upwards a little bit.
All the way to the back?
As far as I can go, yeah.
There's a wall right there. You get all the way to the wall, and
Perfect.
there's like a bench, and you crawl up on it.
Perfect.
You still have an action.
Then I guess since the short bow is out, I'll fire with the short bow.
Do it.
yeah.
Oops, that landed on my other dice. Hold on. That's a 17 to hit.
That's enough.
Perfect.
You do get sneak attack because you have people in melee.
Hell yeah, so that's 3d6. 5, 3, and 6. So 11, 14, plus 3, so 17 points of damage.
Oof, not bad, not bad. Okay. Which brings us to Tyrion.
Tyrion has I think he's going to use Toll the Dead again.
Beautiful. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
That's going to be a 16 on the die plus 5, so 21.
That'll save.
Sorry.
That's good.
Any bonus action or movement?
No, I don't think he wants to get a attack of opportunity.
No worries. And then Charlie. How you looking there?
So I'm I've been better, but I would like to disengage with my action and go back down towards the west. But as I do so, I will as I walk past Tyrion, I forgot all of our names. Who am I? And I will just run my hand like on his arm as I'm walking past, and I would like to cast Sanctuary.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Which I've never cast before, so that's like a whole lot.
What does it look
exciting,
like? What do you think about?
So I am there's a little bit of panic right now, but I am choosing a tactical maneuver to walk away, knowing that I think for this particular spell I am focusing on the fact that Tyrion is still very much in the danger zone, we will call it. But he is very smart, and he is very quick on his feet. So he's going to be okay, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that he remains okay. And I'm going to just give myself some space and try to. I can't keep eyes on Briar, but I am least concerned for her right now. So I definitely want to just make sure I can see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie, after your turn is another person's turn who's not on the thing, and then we have the Barbed Devil. Okay. That was, so when I use a 4th edition Bloodied thing, when a creature is reduced to half its hit point, it gets an extra attack.
An extra attack, which means 3 attacks?
Yeah. It's sort of like a legendary action mix-up.
Okay.
All right, the Barbed Devil is going to turn and run away.
You're not. Are you disengaging? Because I'm attacking the fuck out of you.
He is not disengaging. He is going to try and slide past you, and once he gets to right here, that is when you get your reaction.
Can I also get an opportunity attack?
Do you have Warcaster?
No, but I do have a melee weapon.
Sure. Knock yourself out.
It's a dagger, but it's something.
Why don't you make that attack with that dagger?
I'm dead.
Hey, Camille, that was a nat 20.
No way!
It really was.
What's your damage?
I guess it's 1d4 plus 2, but hey, it's still a crit. That's 8. 4 times 2.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Taryn, what does this look like?
I think especially when Charlie kind of moves past, the Sanctuary is its own kind of spell.
Oh. Okay, Sanctuary is actually going to be removed because you made an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think even beyond the celestial nature of the spell itself, there's a sense of bravery that he kind of gets, and especially because this thing, I mean, he's standing right there, he's a squishy wizard, and the thing's going to take an attack against Charlie. No, the fuck it's not. So that's all he needs to draw his dagger and try to get it right across the neck.
Awesome. Beautiful. You take those 8 points of damage. Jude, what about you?
Oh yeah, I'm slashing the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Taryn, it doesn't feel like you did a whole lot, but you feel pretty, for considering what you're capable of, you feel pretty proud.
That's
And
an
I
18.
helped.
18 will hit.
Cool, I'm gonna put my last divine smite into it.
Awesome.
Alright. No more spell slots. Okay. Okay.
Paladin multiple spell slots. What are you gonna do?
That is 10 plus. So 10 magical slashing.
Yep.
Plus 1, 2, 3. Plus 15 points of. Nope, that's a lie. 17 points of radiant damage.
Oh, I'm so glad you specified. Jude, how do you want to do this?
Oh, good. Oh, lordy. I think as the person runs by, I think he kind of has this moment of focus, and he notices that Tyrion takes that dagger and attempts to strike his neck. And he kind of looks at that and goes, huh. And immediately just turns around and cleaves exactly where he struck to just deepen that cut. And will probably attempt to cleave his head off.
And you do so. Your blade actually hits as it cleaves right through bone and neck flesh. It hits right into the wall, and there's a clang that resounds out. Technically speaking, you are out of combat. However, this is still a timed situation. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to our Azmarin, our regular overlay. I'm going to set a timer, and y'all, as soon as I hit go, y'all can tell me what y'all want to do. Ready? Set?
No.
Go.
Okay. Jude falls to one knee, and he goes, and you see him start to breathe, and you see that shield around him, the shield that he has against the glow. And he just steals his breath as he lays all of his hands into himself.
Okay.
But 25 hit points.
Tyrion will turn to the person they just freed. If you can get anyone else out of these cells, do it and leave quickly, quietly, and let them know that we're in a bit of trouble. The rest of us need to move.
Okay.
I will put a hand on Tyrion's shoulder, and I will, seeing Jude kind of heal up a little bit himself, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you, Tyrion.
When Charlie does that, there's actually kind of kickback isn't the word, but Charlie also heals for 5 hit points when she makes physical contact. And Tyrion doesn't necessarily know that he's doing it, but it still happens.
Okay.
17 hit points for you.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Jude just kind of gets up and once he kind of gets steals himself, he looks back for a second. Doesn't care about the prisoners right now, but he's making sure are there any other infernal divine sense. Fuck it.
Divine sense not behind total cover. You do not sense any.
Okay. Cool.
Do we get any idea of what direction we need to go from here?
So Tyrion and Charlie are sort of back into the hallway. There's the area to the left of y'all. I guess I can bring the map back up if you'd like. Let's bring this map back up. To the left of you, there's an empty corridor right here. And then there's a long hallway down towards this way.
Well, I guess we need to go to the right then, right? So we start going quickly and quietly as we can muster for both of those. Because
Briar,
we do know
mind
the alarm
scouting?
has been...
Briar's definitely a little bit shaken, but will oblige and kind of head forward ahead of everybody.
All right, so you're gonna head down, sort of past the chain. What are you doing as you pass several cells to your right, to your left?
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em?
Bye.
Okay. You head down. There's a door. As you get to the chain devil's body, there is a door across from him, and there's more hallway down here with the dead imp that you skewered.
Jude's following. Jude will go as well. He doesn't trust anybody being by himself.
Can I test the door quick as I walk by and see if it's unlocked?
It's unlocked, yes.
I'll open it just a smidge and peek inside to see.
As you look around, 1 second. You see... You see what it looks to be like an area where the guards gather and drink and sort of keep watch. I don't know if you've been down here yet, but you would see that there are gates. There are like, not gates, but prison bars that allow them to keep an eye on whatever is in this big cell to the right, or to your left.
If there's nobody in there, I keep going.
You want to look to the left, or you want to go into the door?
I guess I'm gonna glance to the left because we're still looking for that one
Why
chick.
don't you make a perception check for me?
Okay. Ooh, that's a... Whoops, hold on. 22.
Yeah, there are four figures that are seated, sort of, kind of trying to look and see what's going on. A lot of curiosity, but there's one smallish figure, could be halfling or gnome, that is lying on the floor, maybe unconscious.
Does that individual match the description of the person we're looking
She does.
Okay, I think we found her, you guys. I'm gonna try to open this lock or door or whatever needs to happen there.
Okay, why don't you roll a dexterity-based thieves tool check for me.
When we catch up, can I cast Detect Magic and see if there's, before Briar goes any further, anything on
That's
the
a natural
cell
20.
or the person?
Yes, there is something magical on the person. You notice some magic emanating from this creature's wrists.
Okay.
Yes, Briar. What does it look like as you open this door without a single sound?
What does it look like? Just extremely briefly, you almost don't even see the tools kind of like flash out, jam it in there quick, unlock it, throw it back in my bag or in my pocket. And I don't open the door very far. I just kind of slide in.
Yeah. You get in there and there she is laying sort of, you see wild curly brown hair. And there are two, they're not manacled together, but they are around her wrists, two what look like magical manacles.
What's the school of magic that they're giving off?
The one that suppresses magic.
Okay.
She is unconscious. Looks like she looks like she has endured some torture.
Oof.
Can we try to can we get her awake?
Sure. What would you like to do?
As soon as I see her, I'm gonna slip in, and I will kind of kneel beside her, hands on shoulders, very lightly. Andromeda. Andromeda. Does she stir?
She begins to rouse.
Andromeda. Oh, okay. Hey, we need to go. Are you okay? We need to go.
What year is it?
What?
What year is it? I've asked every single person in this entire place and no one will tell
what
me.
the fuck?
Year is it?
We need to go.
So here for this.
We need to go. We need to go now.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm gonna try to get her to her feet.
Hello? Can one of you break one of these, please? That would be marvelous. Please, just one of these.
Jude?
Unfortunately, he's looking down the hall. He's looking for a specific person. Does he see X?
You don't see anybody in any of these cells that resembles the person you're looking for.
Trying to
Fuck!
cast Dispel Magic on the...
What level?
If he sees that Jude isn't... what level did... I think just the base level. I can't remember what that is.
Alright, you're gonna need a roll for it.
Okay. I haven't
Just one
cast
of them?
Dispel Magic before.
The other one will break if you break the other one, please. Can I? or no. That's fine. Whatever's easiest. It's all right. Hi. Where are we going?
Away.
That's nice.
An ability skill check. Okay, so that is a 15 plus 6? Or plus 3 modifier. Okay, so 18.
Yes, that will do it. Nice job. The manacles glow brightly for a second and then fall inert. They are still attached to your wrists, but they are no longer hindering your magic, Andy.
Oh, that is so nice. It's been forever.
We need to go.
Jude actually going to go down the hallway.
Okay, sure.
Jude?
As you push past the door, you see that, station to the left. And then from there, you will cross a bit of a threshold into what looks like how do you describe it? A room that is just meant to be like a hallway. So sort of like a corridor. There's a door to your right, a door to your left, and a threshold in front of you.
If I saw Jude sneak off, I would have followed him.
Okay, let me bring that. Well, sorry, Kate, I didn't make the map with your face on it.
It's okay.
Be right back. All right, let me get this map up so you can see what you're dealing with. So as Jude and Briar, you are right here. Where's Briar? There she is.
I'm right there.
Right here. There is this door to your left, this door to your right, and this threshold in front of you, which you can see leads into like a kitchen area. There are still chains all along the walls.
Okay. I realize that I feel a presence behind me, and I already know who it is. And I say, you can stay or you can go, but I'm looking for a savior. I'm not leaving here without you.
I'm not leaving here without you.
He says nothing, and not seeing, he goes upward or whatever. If they're not in this area, he's trying to ascertain where he would be. And that actually kind of makes it worse. If Andromeda's here, why is he not here? Which means he might be in worse trouble.
Sure. Are you going to go to the door? So you're in here. There's a door south, north, and then there's the threshold to the west. Which way are you going to go?
Y'all, hell hath no fury like a man fucking pissed the fuck off because someone he probably cares about is in trouble. Xavier! I yell it out.
Oh! Make a yell check. Roll a d20 to see how loud you are.
I use thaumaturgy to do that, don't I?
Add your charisma modifier.
Okay. That actually is going to be loud, apparently. As my charisma modifier, that's a 21. Okay. But he does yell back down the hall, if you need to run, go.
Jude.
So.
The door to the south of you opens. Just as my timer goes off.
Exactly.
And behind this door.
Oh God.
Is a very large creature. This, my friends, is a horned devil.
Okay.
You recognize this horned devil. Okay. This horned devil helps run the prison. And he opens the door and steps out and just sees you. In fact, Briar, how about for the sake of this, if we say you're hiding as soon as the door opens? It's a very Briar thing to do. The door opens and you see this massive horned devil. He has a bipedal form and massive leathery wings that are tucked. This room was not made for a creature his size, but his eyes glow that infernal orange, and he looks at you. Make a charisma check again with proficiency.
With proficiency?
With proficiency. To see if you can look like you are not breaking into this place. You're just here.
Happy birthday to me, autoplay. But I'm like, no, I don't trust the roll right now.
He steps out and looks at you, like looks sort of. You're quite tall, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to look nearly as far down as he normally does. But he looks at you and looks down the hall and actually doesn't see the body of the chained devil because the door has closed. Doesn't see anything amiss. And sort of gives you a quizzical look.
I speak in Infernal.
Yeah.
And I say, I look for the prisoner who broke in. Where are they?
There's a moment where he sort of is contemplating your question. And the ones that broke in Infernal, the one that broke into the castle. He has been taken back to the dungeons. I'm sorry, they have been taken back to the dungeons. The real question is, what are you doing here, disgraced one?
Do not forget who I am.
How?
I don't need to answer the question. However, I was sent here by the very one who disgraced me to find them.
That is
Dead.
not what I have heard.
And what have you heard?
First, make me a deception check.
I surely will. This is my best skill. Fuck that. No.
I believe you.
No. You can't say it. Natural 20, 27. Sorry.
Then it seems I have been lied to, and I do not like that.
I wouldn't like that either if you were the leadership here. Now, before I actually answer this, the dungeons are here, yes? They're just below, or no?
The Horned Devil has told you that they have been taken back to the castle dungeons, which is reserved for, which is where you know that certain people like Vanthros interrogate special prisoners.
Okay. I say, and I'll be on my way. I was misinformed by wretched imps who didn't tell me exactly where they are.
This will be in my report. And he goes back inside the room and closes the door.
I will walk very slowly as if I have purpose, because bitch, I do. And once I get back, and as I'm walking, I don't know where Briar is, but I do like a and walk back down, and I say, go. They're not going yet.
While I would say while Jude was doing this, Charlie was definitely trying to when she noticed that Jude and Briar just kind of disappeared. I think you're gonna come back eventually. Y'all seem pretty capable. I'm gonna try to get some more of these prisoners out since we're here.
How are you gonna get them out?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
Andromeda, do you know where the key? Andromeda, do you happen to know where any keys are?
Usually attached to someone. Or several people. I don't know where that someone is or those people are. Devils, excuse me. They're not, it's fine.
Okay, great, thank you.
I'm
gonna go search the bodies for keys.
Make an investigation check.
That is an 18 on the die. So dirty 20.
You find them securely attached to the chain devil.
Securely attached. Wait, how are they securely attached?
Well, they're like in a carabiner. It's fine. You can take them off.
Like
can I
chains?
just take it off?
Like
Yeah,
chained.
Okay. I'm gonna unlock as many as I can until Jude and Briar come back and are like, "Hey, we gotta go." But I'll like, yeah, I'm getting out as many as I can. And we're waiting for them to come back anyway.
Within that time, you are able to. So all of the 4 people within Andy's room are still. They're able to get out. You got that first gentleman out, and then there are 2 in each of the. Essentially, you are able to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 more people out. By the time Jude comes out, there is 1 person left for you to unlock.
Ooh. Yeah, sorry, I can't not let the 1 person out. So, 1 more second, and I'll try to quick get that last person before we get out.
Jude, I'm so sorry. Really quick, Jude, please make a perception check. You are muted.
17.
Okay.
For me, that's actually pretty damn good.
It's pretty good, Jude.
I'm not a perceptive person.
As you walk out that second door towards back into that long hallway where y'all fought in, you see very briefly something on the ceiling move, and you hear a door, the same door that the horned devil came in and out of, open and close.
Run.
Where are we going?
Run. Dude.
Follow them.
And then
Follow them,
you
Andromeda.
start to hear roaring. The horned devil. The door slams open and closed. I need y'all to tell me what you're gonna do.
Okay, can Tyrion have been doing something in the time where Jude was discussing with the Horned Devil?
Yes.
Oh.
Please do. I'm so sorry.
How wide are the hallways?
5.5 feet.
Perfect.
No, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
8 feet.
Tyrion is going to find a narrowing point between where Jude went and where they need to escape through the secret door, and he will cast a magic circle and kind of create a choke point.
Okay. That takes a minute to cast, right?
It does. So I don't know how long their conversation was, if it's close.
Oh yeah, you definitely have time. Where would you... bring back the map. I'm sorry, Kate.
It's okay.
Where would you like to create this choke point? Ignore you.
So
He's dead.
probably in kind of where Tyrion is on the map right there. Where
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
The secret door is to the left of him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, that's just in case they need to get the rest of the prisoners out. It's kind of a stopping point where they can get through and no one else can.
Okay. So you
would have.
Go ahead, Mindy.
I was gonna say, and I would have worked my way back towards the door because I am very aware that once Jude and Briar return,
that
they're gonna want
the last person that you needed to unlock was the guy or a gentleman just to the left of that door.
Perfect.
Andy?
So, with the roar and the door and the opening and the closing, is Mr. Big Man in charge within view?
Not yet. You get the sense that he is coming, though.
Okay. Well, if at any point we are waiting to leave and he shows up, I have a thing.
Okay, I hear you. All right, y'all are booking it.
Yes.
Let me get so we're not actually rolling for initiative, but I want to see what order y'all are gonna go in. So let me get everybody roll initiative, just for the pure sake of getting everybody out in a time, like a whatever.
Oh, I forgot I had a really fucking high initiative.
So I rolled a 14. I additionally, once I heard that door open as we start running, would have cast Minor Illusion in the opposite direction to make a sound like we're headed down the opposite hallway.
Beautiful. Okay, good to know. Your initiative was a 14, Briar?
Yes.
Did anybody roll above that?
18.
Also 18.
23.
16.
Hell
I felt
yeah.
so good about mine too.
Andy, Jude, Tarian. All right, that's everybody. So literally everybody. That's why Briar is last. Is you are casting that minor illusion. Andy, you get to. You're not really even sure where you're going, but you get there first.
That's usually how it works.
There's a trail of prisoners you can follow.
Oh yeah, so you've sent the prisoners out the secret tunnel?
Yes, as soon
Okay.
as they're out, I'm
Okay.
telling them to get out.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because
So Andy, you do see a bit of stone has been moved, like one of the stone floor plates has been lifted and moved over, and there's a ladder down there.
Interesting.
Are you gonna go down, or are you gonna wait to see if that creature comes?
I'm gonna wait because
Okay.
I've been. Yes, I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so you kind of step to the side and like have your back to the wall and are readying yourself.
Yes.
Jude and Tyrion get to the tunnel next.
Self-preservation versus.
No, Jude, you go first, and you get that heavy stone door open. None of us can do that.
I think it's. Oh, the one in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of prisoners who are hung up and can't get out.
Correct. Oh, cool. And he does say, as he's starting to run, I may be strong, but you are capable in the arcane. That's going to need it. Yeah, Blues can do, so can you.
Tyrion, what do you
He's
do?
done his job already.
Tyrion is going to be the last one through. He's going to wait for Charlie and Briar.
Okay. Then Charlie.
Locking this last door.
Okay.
I'm not leaving one person behind.
Yeah. You managed to unlock it.
But it's
and-
a key, so...
Yeah. It's not that hard. It's an action to unlock it. You swing up at the door. Notice limps
I
forward.
fed him with a scone earlier. Yeah. He got fed. So, like, I'm gonna usher him.
Yeah. Do you go down after him? Actually, well, we would have to wait for you for the next round. But yes, and then Briar.
For sure. But yeah, I would be, yes.
Yeah.
So would my thing be the casting of minor illusion?
No, I was just using that as an explanation of why you're going last.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're able to go. You got a clear shot down there.
I assume I'm pretty far behind everybody based on how the map looked.
I would say you were following Jude back, but I wouldn't say you're just terribly far behind. And you're also pretty quick.
Okay. I guess I'm going to just follow everybody and start to make my way out of here.
Okay, you head down the little escape route down the hatch.
Yes.
And you're on your way out. Okay, Andy. The beginning of your turn, you start to hear barreling through the door. He breaks open the door, runs down the hallway. You see him. He sees you at the same time. What do you do?
I wave and I say, "You're not very good at your job," and I cast Banishment at 5th level.
What's the DC?
17.
Charisma?
Yeah. If he has anybody with him, it's an extra person in addition to that.
It's just him.
Okay.
That you see. Hold on, where's my Horn Devil stats? Oh, they're right in front of my face. Oh my gosh. Oh, +7 on a natural 15.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
Because Tyrion has Magic Circle. And what does he need to do in order to be able to run past it? Can he get past it, Tyrion?
That's a good question. Let's find out. So the creature can't willingly enter the circle by non-magical means. Yeah, if it tries to use teleportation, it has to succeed on a charisma saving throw. Disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder.
What about through the cylinder? Doesn't matter, do you think?
What's that?
What about through the cylinder?
It says
Shouldn't
they
matter
can't
too
willingly
much.
enter by non-magical, and
Okay.
if the cylinder is blocking that path.
Oh, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. If he's on one side of it and y'all on the other, can he do you think he can cast through it?
Yeah, I guess that when you...
Because he's not targeting a creature within the circle.
Yeah, if he's shooting through it, I don't think it says disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within. So,
Sure.
yeah, if they're not within, then
Okay. As he tries to step through and tries to step into this, you see this massive, large devil blocked. This is probably the largest devil you've ever seen in your entire life. tries to barrel through it a couple times to no avail, so he is going to hurl a flame at you, Tarion.
Can I counterspell it?
Yes, you can. What level are you counterspelling?
I was going to counterspell it, but yeah,
I
by all
have
means.
to minimum 5th level.
Oh, yeah.
So
That, Andy, what does this look like? So first of all, your banishment didn't work, and so what is Andy doing?
that's incredibly frustrating. You really aren't very good at your job. You're still not very good at your job, and I'm going to wave a hand, and you're just going to see sort of a very, very faint, like almost like a mage hand, just kind of like bat the fire away. So you actually see it like move out of the way before you get there. You need to. It's fine. We can go now.
He lets out another roar of frustration, and yeah, Andy, would you like to get the fuck off?
Yeah, I'm really tempted to do another counterspell, not counterspell, another banishment just to see, but I'm testing my luck. Even I can tell that, so I'm gonna.
Okay. And Tarion, you're the last person. No,
Tyrion's
Charlie. Charlie's not out yet, so Tarion, you still have one more round.
Yeah, Tyrion's a little shaken by the fire, but a little, I guess, helped by Andromeda. So he'll look to Andromeda. I really like you, and we really need to talk magic. And he's just gonna double finger guns to the to the devil.
Tasteful.
Charlie, you are. Would you like to leave now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Climb down the ladder, and Tarion, I'm assuming, actually, as soon as Andy is gone, he's going to get another attack and try and hurl flames at you.
So that's going to change my turn.
That's a natural 20.
I will counterspell.
Okay.
Okay.
What level?
3rd level.
Okay, can you roll for it?
I will use my crit for that.
Okay, good idea. What does it look like?
I think it inspired by Andromeda. Yeah, the mage hand, the swipe away, and then mage hand also does double birds.
Beautiful. And you
They
are
don't teach that at the temple.
You are able to hop down there. It's at this time that Jude, you are sort of like pushing past all these prisoners who quickly move out of the way for you, and you're able to move this rock out of its way, out of everybody's way. And you, Jude, are free. Briar, I'm assuming, is down there with you. The two of you are able to do whatever you would like with these prisoners. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, oh god. Oh,
I don't care about them at all. I'm waiting for Tarion and Charlie to come.
That's the worst
I'm like,
part.
fuck, go.
Yeah, oh god. If there's someone, I say this: rebellion, stay. Anyone else, fuck off. And I wait with Briar to make sure that Tarion and Charlie goes. Because if they're part of the rebellion, they can come with us. Anybody else, I do not give a fuck about.
5 people stay.
Okay.
They sort of filter out, and they're like going. Whatever you hear, you start to hear alarms going off. Charlie comes out, followed by Charlie, Andy, and Tarion all come out, relatively unharmed. Y'all are out of the prison. You've successfully broken Andy Took out.
As soon as we get to the streets, I'm just like, follow me, come on, and just start taking off during like alleys, any like back ways I can find.
Once Charlie and Tarion get out and Andy gets out, I have to remind her. I think like he's closing the door and forgets about Andy, but probably still he cares a little bit, but not as much. And then once they get out, he makes sure it slams.
Once it's closed, Tarion casts Arcane Lock on it.
Ooh, brilliant! Is that an action to cast?
What's that?
Is that an action to cast?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Bitchin'.
Arcane Lock is an action.
Excellent.
Yes, it is.
Ah, great.
And
I
we
love this.
Take off after Briar.
You almost said fuck, Mindy.
Did I?
Almost said fuck off. That's canon. That's canon. That's fine. You are all in the streets following Briar.
Where's the closest safe place? It's is it the fine. I will I don't want these strangers. I will lead the entire group out of the way some. And then once we get a little bit further away, the 5 people I don't know, I just tell them, go to the safe house, go. They're waiting for you. And I will take the rest of this group a different way and head to the clock tower.
I'm sure Andromeda actually stays with us.
Oh, because I was definitely going with the
Yeah,
other.
I know.
No, wait.
Like,
you can stay with us too.
Andy.
Which
Andromeda,
which
stay
way
with
do
us.
I? Okay, all right.
With us.
I do military modes on for a second. Out of the 5, who looks the most competent and not the most tired?
There's one of them that looks a little less tired, but they all look pretty beaten up.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I guess I say, the guilt trip part. I say, they are on you. Get them home. Get them to the safe space.
Would you like to roll intimidation or persuasion?
Either.
Next.
They're both the exact same number.
Oh, okay. We'll do a mix of both.
Yeah.
A little hybrid.
Yeah. That's a 25.
Okay.
Intimidation.
He looks
Intimissuated.
He looks intimissuated.
Intimissuated. Cool. But I will say, tell them that Tyrion and the crew got them out.
Okay. He gives you a nod and begins to usher them off. You now feel like he knows that it is his personal responsibility to get these people
Good.
safe.
So if they die, it's not on them. Oops.
Briar, why
Tyrion?
don't you describe the hike up to your clock tower?
So upon approaching this structure, it doesn't really look very safe, like structurally sound whatsoever. But I will usher everybody kind of into this like side door or back door. And then once we get in, I'll say, okay, be really careful. Step lightly. I'm sorry. Just don't fall. Just don't fall. And there's kind of like some broken stairs / like ladder type deal where we have to very carefully maneuver up. But once we reach a higher floor, it's a little more stable.
Jude and Tyrion, can I get dexterity checks for both of you?
Can I help them up?
Oh, yeah, sure. You can point out the right way, so you'll have advantage on this. My tall boys.
Oh, yay. With advantage, that's a 19.
Okay.
Without advantage, that's a 6.
Like, don't step on that. Don't step on that one.
16.
Yeah. With Briar's help, you are able to navigate your way back. And
then reaching the second level, or the higher level that we're on, there's really not much. There's a bedroll, and maybe like a very ratty blanket off to the side, but otherwise there's nothing in here except generally just kind of an empty room.
You get the sense that maybe I think Tyrion might be the one who Tyrion and nah, never mind. I think that you all might get the sense that this is where Briar sleeps. Andy,
It's cozy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I decorated it myself, as you can see.
It looks very nice. Yes.
I thought so. I really thought so. It's mine, so that's the most important part.
Hello. Andromeda Philomena Took, at your service. Thank you very much for rescuing me. That was very nice. They weren't very good at what they did, but they still did it. So, what year is it? No one's told me yet.
What year is it, DM?
I mean, it's the same year that...
The year...
1642.
I warned you, Camille. I warned you.
I know you did.
Oh, well, that explains it. I am 2 years late. He's gonna kill me.
He is late to...
Who's gonna kill you?
Theo, I had lunch with him 2 years ago. I was supposed to have lunch with him 2 years ago. I'm 2 years late, though, so... Oh, well. It's fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Tyrion leans into Charlie. Do you think they did something to her brain?
I don't know.
That would also explain why they wouldn't let me in to the castle. That explains so much.
I mean, I'm willing
What if he
to...
knows about the devils?
I'm gonna reach out and place a hand on Andy's shoulder. Are you feeling okay? You were there for quite a bit. And while I'm touching her, I would like to cast Lesser Restoration. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but like Mindy doesn't think it's gonna do. But like, okay, cool.
Yeah, Charlie, you feel it like the spell. It washes over her, and she doesn't seem to change at all.
Cool.
Oh,
Great.
That was very refreshing. Thank you. I've been there for. They started to knock me out after about 3 days, so I don't actually know how long I was there for.
Why?
Yes?
Jude's in the corner. He's not doing this.
Also, have you seen Sai?
We
have.
Oh, good. Okay. Normally he goes and he finds... He probably did this. I need to give him a cookie next time I see him.
He
Thank you.
was
Did you just
Okay.
call
very
him?
helpful.
I mean, I can.
Just make him come out of your bag.
I don't have my bag, though. If I did, I definitely would, but I don't have my bag. I hope they got my bag. I had a lot of nice stuff in my bag. I have Scytharia's stone in my bag. I hope they have my bag.
they had the
Oh wait, yeah, they have your notes at the safe house.
They do? Oh, thank goodness. I have about 4 years worth of, 3 different notebooks full of... Okay. I was a little worried about that. Okay.
DM, what time is it right now?
That's
We
a
left late.
great question. It's maybe midnight. It's a guess. If y'all want it to be a time, I'm here for it.
We definitely did stuff at night.
Yeah.
Early, but going into night.
Yeah.
We were at night when we were at
So let's call
Charlie's
it
mom's house. So
9
it's probably-
o'clock. Oh, yeah, because it was about to be curfew. So it's past curfew at this point. So maybe 10, 11.
So, I don't know if you've noticed, but Azmarin's kind of on fire right now. I'm not quite sure why that's happening. It kind of was I kind of got arrested trying to get to the castle for some reason. That's never happened before. Did I do something wrong? Sometimes that
you
happens.
got caught.
Well, I went to the front door. That's normally where they let me in. So, it wasn't, you have a point though.
I'm sorry, I would assume from what you're saying that you're new here, but that's impossible. The Azmarin's... Devils took over. Less than...
6 months ago.
That's strange.
Where did you... Did you come into the city from somewhere else?
Oh, yes. Mhm.
When?
About 6 hours before... No, time is weird. I forgot. Time is different in the Feywild. About 45 minutes before I knocked on the front door to the castle, and then they caught me.
I see. Well, things have changed. Azmarin is not the place that it was before, and to say that it is on fire would be more than fair. It's been on fire for quite some time now.
Oh, that's a shame. Has anyone told Theo yet?
Yeah, we told him.
Oh, well.
He's
probably
fine.
on his way then. Okay.
Andromeda, are you here to help?
I was here to have lunch.
Okay, you're gonna have to let the lunch thing go, okay?
I feel very bad. No, I try to be very punctual, and it never actually works out. And everybody kind of accepts this, but even 2 years is a lot for me. So I'm kind of a little bit worried that he kind of hates me now because it was supposed to be a very nice lunch.
Did we just go through all of this just to save the one who really doesn't fucking matter?
We whisked quite a bit. Not to mention, we are more of a brunch crew than a lunch crew. But
It's fair, understandable. Mimosas are delicious.
I'm struggling right now. I've cast a lot of spells and my brain capacity is a bit at a maximum. I'm wondering why the rebellion sent us in to a devil-run prison to break you out if all you're caring about is lunch.
That's a very good question. I wonder if Sai would know the answer. I should probably ask him. Yeah, I tend to get into strange situations that generally aren't good, and then his job is to get me out of those situations by any means necessary. He does a very good job of it. I haven't died yet. And so I don't know. I'll be of any help that I can be. If you guys need help, I would happily do so. I love Azmarin, or at least the old Azmarin. I'm sure the new Azmarin will be nice too, eventually. But I'm sure I could be helpful. I'm a very helpful person. I know a lot of things. If you told Theo, he'll probably be here within the next few days.
Tyrion is also done. He's going over to stand by Jude.
Okay, it's late.
Maybe we get some
And we can't keep fighting, because if we yell too loud, they might hear us.
Oh, that would be bad.
Are we?
The imps fly
Are we
by at
fighting?
night. Well, I don't know. People are yelling.
I think maybe it's best if we all just get some rest.
Well, there's Charlie. You can have this bedroll. It's very not soft, but it's there. And then I have this blanket for you. What's your name again?
Andy.
Okay, here. And I just tossed the ratty blanket to her.
Oh, thank you.
Just lay
this
down
is
and forget
nice.
about lunch.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Jude and Tyrion, and just... They wouldn't have sent us in there for no reason. We'll get her back to the safe house and hopefully... Whatever reason we had for going to get her, apart from the rest of the people that were there, maybe they can illuminate us.
They barely do that already, so what makes you believe they're going to tell us anything else once she's here?
Because we're not going to help them anymore until they tell us what the fuck's going on.
That is one approach we could take. Not sure if it is the one I would have gone with, but it is a good one.
I think we're all exhausted right now. I think discussing this.
Tyrion, do you have any more magic to lock this door behind us just in case?
Just enough, yes.
Can you do that, please?
Yeah, he casts arcane lock on the door.
I'm gonna wait for everybody to kind of settle in, however long that takes, and then very, very quietly start playing my pan flute until everybody falls asleep.
The clock tower, I'm assuming it's like a high building. Does it just overlook Azmarin?
Essentially, your view from inside the clock tower is essentially you are face to face with the face of the clock. On one side, there's sort of the stairs going down. So the clock tower has faces on each of its side. And so you can, from here, there are scaffolds and pipes and all sorts of things that make it run, sorts of pulleys and that kind of thing. But you could essentially, if you stood in the right place next to one of the faces, you could peer out into the city.
Can I peer out towards the castle?
Yes.
Before he goes to bed, before he passes out from sheer exhaustion, he's just going to be looking out the window towards the castle. And absentmindedly, he says it softly, but if anybody's around or has a higher perception, they just hear him say, "Xavier, what did you get yourself into?"
And that is where we are going to take our halfway break. Everybody get up and stretch, and while I try to get my stream deck working, it's fine. Come on, stream deck, you can do it. I believe in you. We'll be right back. There we go. Maybe? You can do it. Nah, I'll do it by hand.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so self
our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high-quality Dungeons & Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wondered what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Azmarin. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our undying love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drum roll, please. The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, Open for Adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi! My name is Express Love. I'm the Sanmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Sanmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Sanmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by Found Familiar. Did you know that every bag of Found Familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of Found Familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Sanmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by Found Familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found Familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Yeah, to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Welcome back to the second half of today's Ashes of Azmarin. Our party has just escaped the prison with their charge, Andy Took. And you all get the benefits of a long rest. Congratulations.
Look at that. Look at all those hit points.
Success.
Look at all of them.
I'm gonna wake up in the morning and prestidigitation myself into.
Hold on before we get to the morning.
Oh.
Oh. He said, not yet.
Oh, God.
This won't be clean.
Oh, it's trauma time.
At about 5 a.m., those of you who are light sleepers, plus Charlie, wake up to the sound of tolling bells. 1, 2, 3 tolls, signifying that the second child of the Delaney family, Celestia, can now be found strung over the walls of the castle.
I'm not going back to sleep. I'll pretend to be asleep.
Raise your hand if you wake up. Okay. Andy's still snoring. What are the rest of you doing?
When Tyrion hears the bells, he will look over at Charlie. I don't know how believable she is, but...
Probably not. It's one of those where you can definitely tell that I'm awake because there's a lot of, like, nobody sleeps that time, except maybe Jude. Charlie has grown up in far daintier situations, and when she sleeps very soundly, very peacefully. Unless she is thrashing about having a nightmare, you don't sleep that still. So I don't.
Tyrion will reach into his satchel and pull out a kind of weathered-looking book. He'll take. He has a ribbon that kind of ties his very pale hair back, and he'll take that out and open it to page 34 and place the ribbon inside. And he'll walk over to Charlie and kind of just set it next to her, and he'll whisper, I kept your place. And he'll go back to where he was sleeping.
If you're watching, after a few seconds, there's a little bit of movement, and I'll slide the book. I'll just bring it closer to me. I'm not going to read it right now, but I'm just going to... And some of the tension does leave my silhouetted sleeping form.
Briar, for a moment, you feel your vision grow fuzzy. Nothing aside from that. Najwa is suddenly in cat form and is rubbing against your hand.
Najwa, what is this? This is not... What is this?
What is what?
I think I will communicate with her telepathically at this point. Why am I seeing stuff?
When you were given this book, you were given a power A destiny.
But I don't want that.
That doesn't really matter. You will have it until you pass it on to the next person.
Can't I just give it to you?
No.
Okay.
But you can do this.
I just pull her closer to me and just like pull her into my lap and hold on to her.
She'll remain in that form for about 20 minutes until she solidifies into a book.
I just keep holding the book.
And do you wake up? Sometime later.
That was nice. An actual sleep. It's very good. Is everybody else awake? Is everybody else asleep?
Heard when the bell tolled and everything happened.
By the way, I actually think that I might have already killed Celestia, so I think that is actually the bell for Matthias.
I thought you did.
I thought I did too, yeah.
Yeah.
So does that change the count I asked for earlier?
It does. That means that...
Okay, cool.
So Matthias is the third born child, Olympia is the fifth.
That's going to change my reaction just a little bit, but it can wait till...
Yeah.
When the bell tolls though, and people have gotten up and stuff, but not really. We've locked the door to the immediate room that we're in versus. Okay. While people are laying down, at least, not that perceptive to actually tell if they're asleep or not, but a part of him right now doesn't care. He'll get up and go to a corner and try to contact Varrock.
Okay. Okay. Describe to me how he's trying to contact Valrock.
He kind of just goes into a corner, kind of leans against the wall. Instinctively is holding the hilt of his sword, that tie to the infernal, that physical connection at least. And it's all in his mind. And he just says, I need answers. They are probably looking for me. I need to be prepared. What can you tell me?
You get no response.
If you are scared of them, please remember what I did, and then be scared of me. If I call you, I ask for a reason. Do not ignore ... Please.
Make an intelligence check. Or wisdom. Make it a wisdom. Make it a wisdom.
That was funny. That's a 16.
Ordinarily, when you try to contact Valrock, you can... It's sort of like back in the old days when you would pick up the phone and there would be, there would be a line there. Like, there would be somebody to talk to immediately.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like there's anybody on the phone.
Feels like the connection's lost.
It feels as though there's nobody on the other line.
Is he dead?
You imagine that with that 16, there are two possibilities. One, that he is on another plane of existence. Or two, that he's dead.
Okay. I'm going to believe it's the first one. Because Valrock, for him to even be contacting me freely, means he has ways of getting around. Ways that aren't seen or heard or perceived by other devils. Or they don't care, but he's doing it. So I'm going to take that as he'll be back versus he's gone. But I noticed that I don't leave from the wall. I'm up. I can't go back to sleep. So I just kind of lean back. I might close my eyes, but I'm just laying back. But that's me.
Mindy? Charlie?
So, the situation's just a little bit different now. I think before I get up, still kind of curled up on the bedroll so kindly offered by Briar, I will kind of clutching the book that Tyrion put beside me and marked for me. I'm going to reach for my necklace. And in my head, I'm going to see if I can reach out to Nakir.
Okay. What's your message?
Nakia. Does it have to be 25? I'm so used to counting.
It doesn't
my
have to be.
fingers.
Not
It was
that you know of.
automatic.
It's Leona.
Yeah, I don't introduce myself. Weird. It was weird. Nakia. I was wondering if you were able to deliver my message. And was also wondering if you could perhaps aid a bit more directly in that regard. I don't exactly know what the situation in the castle looks like right now. But if you know of any way to get people in or get people out, you must have some knowledge or connection or something. I made a promise and I need to keep it. And time is quickly running out.
Is anybody's passive perception above a 16? Mindy's? Charlie's?
I think mine is. I hold on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, mine's an 18.
Charlie, you hear a soft sound on the roof.
I'm pretty smart.
You are.
I'm going to keep the book with me. I'm going to kind of, there's not really a making of the bed, but that's definitely something that I go to do. more out of habit than anything else. And if Briar is awake and looks mostly not busy, Briar, is there a way to get to the roof? I just need a bit of fresh air.
There is, in fact, a ladder and a hatch.
There is, in fact, a ladder and a hatch.
Is the ladder as dangerous as the stairs were?
I mean, probably, but,
Okay.
just be careful.
That is the name of the game these days, I suppose. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
To the roof
But why?
for some fresh air.
Aren't we in the part near the bell? Like, aren't there openings around us?
It's more. There are sort of ways to look out. I wouldn't call it exactly fresh air. But there's that, that gap between the face and the wall where you can sort of peek out into the city, but it's not like windy.
Okay. Yeah, it's just over there then, I guess. But put your head up, and there might be imps in the sky.
Right. Thanks.
I'll put the hood up. I'm pretty sure I'm out of scones. Otherwise, I would offer the scones for everybody at breakfast. But I'm pretty sure we're out because I gave them all away to the prisoners. And then I guess I'll go to the roof.
Oh, thank you for the bedroll.
You're welcome.
I'll head to the roof.
As soon as you open the hatch, the wind kind of brings it a little bit sharper than you expected, and there's a gentle hand kind of held out for you. Sneak here.
I will take it.
He will help you up onto this steeped roof, and you notice he stands between you and the edge.
I take it this means you got my message.
I did.
And?
At this point, were I to go into the castle and try to bring someone out, especially a Delaney, it would be the last thing I ever did. If you ask it of me, I will do it.
Surely there has to be someone, or if you know how to get her out, then if you could give that information to me, I could get that information to people who could do something about it.
The only person who can get her out the way I plan is me. I would be, as they say, calling in my last favor. The castle is strictly guarded.
There has to be a weak point. Everybody has a weakness. Everything has a weakness.
I think perhaps you are underestimating your opponent here.
Am I able to hear this conversation?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless you would like to sneak up after her. If you wanted to climb up the ladder and sit on the rung, you could probably hear the conversation.
I feel like...
I throw that out there because I feel like that's not above Briar.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she would have been curious.
Sure.
I feel like she would have been curious. So, yeah, I think she's probably posted up at least halfway up the ladder trying to
yes,
be nosy.
You would hear.
Okay.
They took this city by force, yes, but long before they had taken it another way.
What do you mean?
The installation of fiends in positions of power.
Would I know about this?
You might have heard rumors.
Where are they positioned?
Well, some within the city guard, some within the judicial system, others within the speakers of... Charlie, you are smart. Think about the people who are untouched right now. Think about the temple that still stands. Ask yourself why. Why some places and not others? Why are there still trials?
Yo, but my house is untouched.
Some noble families seem to be untouched. Ask yourself why. When so many people have lost everything. People are only out to protect those that they love.
People make decisions like that when they're scared or feel cornered. But that is not the only choices that people make.
Correct.
I need you to help me get Olympia out. Preferably the whole family. Would be, well...
I can try for one, but I have to do it alone. You cannot come with me, and you will never... Well, that's no matter. It's not important to you.
I don't believe that that's the only way.
Then you find another.
Fine. I will. And I will turn to leave.
Wait. Do you want me to try or not?
I will not ask anyone to walk into certain death.
Even if they're willing for you.
No.
As you get up to walk away, a very strong breeze comes. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Rude. Ooh, hello. My dice like me today, y'all. Oh, well, 18.
Yeah. You were able to stabilize yourself and reopen the hatch. Charlotte. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Charlotte. Charlie. Something you should know. All methods of divine communication outside of Azmarin were shut down. For example, if a sending stone originated in Azmarin, it lost its connection. Outside of Azmarin. Do you understand?
I think so. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You hear the wings whoosh,
Uh-oh.
and he flies off.
I will climb back down. So,
Did we lose Briar?
we did.
Whoa!
We just lost Briar.
Kate, will you hide and show?
Just come back.
Perfect.
Sorry.
No worries.
That's
Internet.
So
Woo.
funny when you rearrange the windows, it keeps everybody exactly where they left off. unless they like when. Yeah, sorry.
Charlie, you're able to climb down that ladder, and I'm assuming Briar skitters down when she hears the hatch open.
I think I would actually wait and try to catch her gaze. I don't need it to be a secret that I heard all of that.
Okay, never mind.
But I won't say anything, and then I'll just go down.
I'll follow her down.
Jude isn't asleep. He can't hear anything. His passive perception is crap, but however, he does see them come back down.
Sure.
Says nothing.
Sure. The day is yours. What would y'all like to do?
So we need to get Andy back to the safe house, yes? Get her back reunited with Sai and her stuff.
That'll be nice. He's gonna yell at me again, but it'll be alright.
Let's move then.
Briar, once again, you serve as the group's sort of navigation. You're able to get them there in half the time it would ordinarily take anybody else. Although a couple times you do try and take them through a Briar-sized hole and they cannot go. But you know the other way around. And you find yourself once again in front of the Basilisk in the Bastille. Andy, this is an old tavern. It's actually a chain, believe it or not. There are several basilisks in the Bastille all throughout the Empire. And they're all lovely.
Well, this is so nice. I love their hot chocolate.
But they don't take you inside. They take you to the back door through the cellar.
Oh.
Where you see a wide open hall that takes this Basilisk in the Bastille is huge. It's one of the biggest buildings in all of Southtown. And this hall that you're in is pretty wide, about 10 long dining tables, bench style seating. You would all recognize the five prisoners that you rescued are there receiving care and being spoken to and that kind of thing. You find Dave is there to greet you. There y'all are.
There you are. You survived. We were worried.
Me too, don't worry. How did it go?
Well, you met some of the people we found, and we also found Andy. She prefers to go by Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, it's nice to meet you. Well, this human man with sort of brownish hair and very kind of calmly will shake your hand. Well, we have your things if you want to follow us.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes, very much so.
The leaders want to have some words with you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we've been waiting for you for some time.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
Sometimes it is. It usually is.
Why don't you all follow us? Follow me. Dave will take you back to that same door with this peaky eye hole.
Oh yeah?
Wow.
Oh yeah?
Sure.
What about establishment is this?
Right.
That's going to my
Kind.
notes.
They slide it open and see Dave and close it again, and the door swings wide for you. You're taken back to that same sort of conference room with the chalkboard. Briar, your writing is still there. Briar, still there on the chalkboard. And Sai is You walk in and this small pseudo dragon is curled around a bag with books spilling out of it.
There you are. He he doesn't look very excited. He just kind of like narrows his eyes and then he gives a very, very heavy sigh and then he flies over to me. And I start getting into a very small argument with him. You only hear my side, but it's a lot of apologies and it's a lot of thank you very much. Yes, I know. I know. How was I supposed to know that I was 2 years late? I didn't realize when I came in. Look, I know. Thank you. I know. Lots of that for about 30, 45 seconds before I realize that I have a bag and all of my stuff, and I can take notes again, and oh my goodness, I have so much to write down, and I'm going to run over to my bag, shove all the books back in it, and then pull a book out, and I'm going to sit down on the floor and start writing.
Dave, actually, we're still waiting for you.
Oh, okay, yes, sure, yes, of course, and I'm going to, where are we going?
Hellbreaker wants to speak to you.
Oh, that's a very intimidating name. Okay, sure. Okay. Lead the way.
Does anybody else do anything aside from
Jude, so does it look like Dave is trying to get the lead Andy away and no one else?
Yes.
Cool. Jude steps up, says, I'm coming with you.
I think we all are. I think we're entitled to that at this point.
Briar's been trying to spell destiny above her name over and over on the chalkboard. It's misspelled, but she's just over and over practicing.
Only one Y.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's erase.
I see. One moment. Dave exits the conference room and leaves you all for a short time. Is there anything that y'all would like to do in this while you wait for him?
I do think Briar would approach Jude and try to catch his ear, kind of, not like secretly, but quietly away from the rest of the group. Jude, can I ask you a question?
He looks down and he makes a face that says yes.
It seems like you're looking for someone. I heard you yell a name. Is that your destiny? How do you find out what your destiny is?
Sometimes your destiny is written by folks who don't know who you are. Sometimes your destiny says you must go left when your body and your mind want you to go right. I would not focus on destiny. I would focus on what you feel is right for you. I can tell you, and he is saying this very softly, he would never say this to anyone else. Unless they overhear, I don't care. My supposed destiny caused me to do something I regret. Why would my destiny make me do that? So I'm writing my own. Or I'm writing the wrong destiny and making it right for me.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I just. I. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
And I'll just pat him really gently on, I guess, his thigh, because I can't reach much higher than that.
Thank you.
There's a gentle at the door, and Dave kind of peeks open. Okay. Follow me, all of you.
Jude follows.
There is as he takes you sort of out of this hallway, opens another door and takes you down another level through some stairs, through dimly lit corridors. You are in pretty far underground at this point. This stairs curves into a circle and ends in another door, and this door is made of solid metal. Iron, Tyrion, you would recognize. And as the door opens, it opens into darkness. There is only one light in the very center, a brazier that sort of stands on its own. Brazier that stands on its own, not a brazier, not a bra, a light that stands on its own in the very center that illuminates a 10-foot radius circle around it. Within that circle, you see no one. Except for a desk with one single chair. Dave gestures to it for Andy. For Andy to just sit down in.
Very spooky. All right. I will go and I will sit in the chair and I will look around.
What you hear next is the sound of sort of a swinging door as it closes behind you all. You notice that Dave does not stay in the room with you. There aren't any chairs provided for the rest of you. You're just standing in the darkness. And what you hear next is sirens, apparently, coming from around North Texas.
Yes.
I started writing down sirens, thinking sirens was happening. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, wait, why?
What you hear next is a voice, and I will apologize because I cannot do this voice because this voice sounds broken. This voice sounds like it is coming from a broken voice box. It is deep, low. How did you get in?
Get in where?
Azmarin.
I flew.
Where?
Over the walls like I usually do.
How did you fly?
On my broom.
Were you visible?
Never.
What gives you that power?
A ring. Zathara gave it to me.
Who is Zytharia?
My best friend. She's a cleric of the Raven Queen. Mm-hmm.
Where is she from?
Iolan. But also Wolfcrest. Although technically I don't think she claims Iolan, even though she sounds like she's from Iolan.
Enough!
Oh, okay.
Is this just like a disembodied voice?
Yes. Zytharia.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a connection to the heiress of Wolfcrest, Adelaide Wolfwood?
Oh yes, she and Adelaide are very, very close.
Your pseudo-dragon led us to believe that you possess a sending stone.
Zytharia's? Mm-hmm.
Who is the other end of that sending stone?
Adelaide.
Do you currently know where Adelaide Wolfwood is?
No. Somewhere exciting, probably. It's usually where they end up being. Somewhere exciting.
Real quick, I just want to let you know, I feel like a fucking stenographer right now. Continue.
There's a moment of quiet. How familiar are you with the Delaney family?
Oh, very familiar. I was actually late to lunch with them by about 2 years. Specifically Theo.
Do you know where Theo is currently?
I'm assuming not in the castle.
Correct.
But you guys already spoke to him, so he should be here very soon.
We have not been able to reach Theo Delaney.
Oh, but she said that you had talked to Theo. And I'm going to look over my shoulder at Briar, very confused.
Oh, hey, sometimes I'm a liar.
She means well. She means well.
Okay. Well. Okay.
DM, does this voice sound like a voice we should be trusting with all this information?
Why don't you make an insight check?
Can I do the same? But I'm
Yes.
also just wondering if I can listen beyond the voice.
Sure.
You know this oh, no, never mind.
Ooh, that's actually a
No, I got
30.
an auto crit. Let's burn it. That's 28.
Charlie, Dave told you that he was taking you, Andy, to speak to Hellbreaker. Oh gosh, this got really intense. Hellbreaker is the de facto leader of the revolution, of the rebellion. Nobody knows his real identity. Jude, what were you trying to get from this? What kind of insight would you like to get from this?
I'm just trying to see if it's kind of a twofold thing. I did get a dirty 20, thank God. If I can hear the voice behind the broken,
Interesting.
if I can place it, if I have ever heard it. If I haven't, then I haven't. But if I've ever heard it, and more so, they sound like an interrogator. I've seen interrogators before.
Yeah.
What they are actually trying to get out. What's the purpose of their questions? Because they're asking Spitfire questions.
Yeah.
Something about the voice sounds a little familiar to you. Something about maybe the cadence sounds like you've heard it before, but you're not picking up anything. With that high insight check, you would gather this person is attempting to speak in a way that they would not be recognized.
Good.
However, as far as that second bit about what you would like to get out of it, they reach that pretty quickly. Andy.
Hmm?
Are you willing to help the rebellion?
Sure, of course.
There's a moment, and I need everybody in the room to make a charisma saving throw as a zone of truth spell is laying down.
I just want you to tell you right now, I was about to do the same thing.
Is Zone of Truth charm?
No. No.
Tyrion will willingly fail.
I will willingly fail.
I will
is
unknowingly fail.
That is a 21.
You said wisdom
That's
save or
charisma?
charisma save?
Charisma.
Yeah, 21.
And so, Jude, you know what's happening and you're gonna resist it?
Yeah.
Okay. Briar?
Do I feel something happening to me or okay? I don't want this to happen to me. So
make a charisma save.
I'm gonna do one of my auto crits.
Okay.
For a 23.
Okay. And what was your roll, Jude?
Sorry, 21. The charisma is literally the one thing I have.
Okay. Jude and Briar succeed.
I mean, technically I rolled a 24, but it's fine. I tell the truth anyway.
Yeah, of course. There's a moment of silence and you hear a gentle laughter. We need to get a hold of someone, of Theo. And we believe we can do so with your sending stone.
Probably, if they're in the same place.
But first we need to address something. Some people in this room feel entitled to this information. They feel as though they have done something to earn the loyalty of the rebellion. They feel as if they are owed, which is interesting, considering the chaos they have wrought on this city, on their family. And the figure will step out of the shadows. He is a tall man, wearing plate armor. Nothing special about the plate armor. It seems to be cobbled together from a bunch of different sources. The main thing that you notice is sort of a darkish brown hair, hints of red, brilliant blue eyes, sharp chiseled face. In fact, he looks familiar to some of you. You can see his face is littered in scars, and his neck is exposed, and you see a massive slit across his neck, which would explain the broken voice box. Charlie, you would recognize this man right away. And, so would Jude, but we're getting to that in a second. This is the former captain of the guard. Jude, this is your biological father.
Captain.
I beg your fucking pardon?
You heard me. He stands there with his arms crossed. This is a man who looks a lot like Jude. The rest of you might recognize the connection. He stands there with his arms crossed.
Jude, everyone had... Hold on, I need to water. Oh, God. Jude has a poker face like he has created the game. Once he sees this person, his eyes widen bigger than they ever have.
This man, this Hellbreaker, shakes his head at you. Charlie, I'm not a captain anymore. I have a better purpose now, a bigger one. To put people like this, he points to Jude, where they rightfully belong.
Where is that?
I'm gonna cast a zone of truth again, and this time, you will not resist. Do you understand me?
Jude says nothing, but his face is one of like fear.
The spell Zone of Truth lifts, and it happens again. The same feeling of a pulling sensation washes over each of you. Briar, would you like to try and save again?
Otto, no, I'm not doing
Sure.
this. Not
Okay.
playing this game.
Okay, that's fine.
He said, no. He said, no.
It's like that mage hand.
Yeah, get out of here with that.
Jude, do you try and succeed?
I don't think he has the willpower to try.
Fair.
You said this is his biological father.
I did.
Yeah, he does not.
Okay. No, that's a lot better. His voice is gravelly and heavy, and there's like a hiss to it, as if the air that is being sent through his voice box is escaping mostly, instead of making a noise. I need your word that what I am about to tell you will not leave this room. Do I have it?
Is he asking everyone, or is he?
He seems to be asking everyone. He's looking right at Jude.
Also, I just realized I have more advantages, so I'll have to just roll with advantage.
Okay, that's
I don't
fine.
have another crit.
That's fine. You can roll with advantage.
19.
That's a success.
Okay.
Do I have your word, Aegon?
Yes.
He walks away from you. And yours, Andy.
Sure.
Miss Westwood.
Is this information that you're sharing?
A plan. Do I have your word it will not leave this room?
Of course.
Mr. Cariatis?
Yes.
And you, Briar.
Sure.
He kind of looks at you. He knows you failed, or you succeeded. He kind of shakes his head. We are about to attempt a plan to bring Theo Delaney back to Azmarin.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He is the only one with access to the vaults of guns.
Oh, yes, that's true.
He is the only one who could break us in and out of the castle.
Probably true.
How quickly can you get him here?
Well, that is unfortunately not on us. We need to speak to him first. It is our understanding that he does not know what is going on with his family.
Probably true.
I understand that feeling.
Jude is just staring at him.
Hellbreaker, formerly Captain Delavan, procures for Andy a small coin. Gold coin. This is your sending stone, is it not?
Mm-hmm. How did you... It was in my bag.
You'll have to forgive us.
As long as all of my notes are still in my bag.
I need you to reach Theo Delaney. He will not know who I am, nor will he trust this voice, but he needs to know what is happening with his family.
What's happening with his family?
He takes the coin back from you. Maybe one of you should be the ones to tell him.
Would I have met Theo?
You would have met Theo. Jude would have met Theo. Tyrion would have met Theo. Tyrion, you know Theo because he spent, unlike his other siblings, spent most of his time in the library, especially the library of Ioun. Jude would have met him during his time, his before job. And Charlie, yeah, you would have also known him. Who would like to volunteer?
I mean, I should probably at least start because Adelaide's the one with the coin, and so she might freak out if somebody other than me or Zytharia talks to Zytharia's coin, because normally it's I don't think Adelaide has realized that I've had it for like 3 or 4 years now at this point.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, there goes that d20 onto the floor. It's fine. I'll find it later. All right, that's a 19 plus 5. Yeah, I'm persuasive. I just don't know anything.
Andy, he passes the coin over to you and says, "You begin. Get Theo on the line."
Okay. Right now. Okay. Okay. I will speak into the sending stone. I don't think I've ever actually used sending stone ever in any of my D&D stuff, so I don't actually know how this works.
I need you to roll a d100.
Okay.
If it is a 95 or above, it will not work.
All right. That is an 86.
Okay. You feel the connection start up.
Adelaide. Excuse me. Adelaide. D&D. Hi. I hope everything's going well. Can we speak to Theo, please? It's very, very important. Very important.
How did you contact me? Andy? Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious, it's been so long. What do you need Theo for?
Apparently I'm not the right person to talk to him about it. I have been told this, but apparently devils and Azmarin and things. And fires and bad stuff. Lots of devils in Azmarin, yes.
Oh,
I have my notes
goodness,
in front of me.
let me pass the stone over to him. 1 second.
Stone's being passed. Who would like to talk to him?
Jude takes it.
Oh, all right.
Jude is still locking eyes with his father. And I'll take the coin. And I'll say, Theo, it's Aegon.
This is Theo. Aegon, what's going on?
We need you to return to Azmarin as soon as possible. Things are wrong and you are the only one who can help. I would not reach out if I did not believe it could be done any other way.
I have a lot of questions. Why do I need to return?
We both know there are things better left unsaid. I'm asking, please, just come home.
What do you mean there are better things left unsaid? Say them. What has happened?
The longer you wait, the more of your family dies.
Who has died? Answer me. Who's died? Who killed them? What's happening?
There is a fiendish invasion. They have taken your family. They are using them as the example. Celestia, Matthias. I say other names that I should know, but Omega doesn't right now.
Yeah. You say the names of his parents and his 2 oldest siblings. There's a silence on his end. I'm coming back.
Be careful. It is going to be hard to get in, but you can do it. I hand the thing to Father, and I hold it for a second.
He'll take the coin back, yeah. Here is where you all come in. You are going to smuggle him into the city. You wanted information. You wanted responsibility within the rebellion, even though you have not earned it. Here it is. Maybe you can redeem yourself. He turns and he...
No! Before he even decides to step away. How are you alive?
I don't owe you anything. Not after what you did. Roll persuasion.
Oh god. I have an advantage, I'm using it. I'm scared. That is a 21.
Even so. I'm not telling you because you deserved it or you've earned it. I'm telling you because you need to know that I know. The reason I was buried in a closed casket is because I was not killed. I was taken to the house and tortured for every bit of information on the city for 5 fucking years.
That's not fun. They're very good at torture down there.
You say that as if... You say that as if that was my plan. As if I knew... I thought you were dead.
I did not say it as if it was your fault. Maybe that is your own projection, but... The night of the incursion, the hells were chaos, and I escaped. And I came through the portal with the rest of them, and I watched them burn the city, helpless. The first place I went was looking for you, my only son. I followed you that night, and I watched you take them all down. Every single one of them, your brothers in arms. Heartless. Thoughtless. I wanted to give up. I had no idea what had happened that would turn you against your own kin like that. How you could be so easily persuaded. I moped for a while, and then I decided to do something about it. To take my revenge on those who would turn against their own kin. So imagine my surprise when you joined the rebellion. I want it to be clear I don't trust you. I want it to be clear that as of this moment, you are no son of mine. You are, as you've proclaimed, the son of Vanthros. Let me make myself clear. If this plan gets to the devils, if Vanthros hears about this, it will be the very end for you. You felt entitled to this information, just like you felt entitled to the lives of those you've took. But this is it. This is where you stop. You go no higher than this in the rebellion, and this is your last assignment.
And then what?
then you can fuck off.
Even if
Even if?
I look over at Briar. Even if I'm trying to right the wrong that I did, I do not claim to not have done it. But you cannot wipe the filth truly clean. But you can attempt to do what you can. That's all I am doing. I turn to my father. I turned to Gideon when I thought you were gone. I do not blame him completely for my actions, but I know that what he made me is not what I was supposed to be. So I'm trying all that I can to take him and my mother down.
She will get what she has coming to her. You. If what you say is true.
You know it is. You forced it to be so.
This is your group now. These are your comrades. They are your chance at redemption. Do not fail them. Tell them the truth. And they can redeem you. And you can redeem yourself. And that is all I have to say. You may go.
Can I have the stone back?
He hands it to you. Thank you. The light goes out.
Oh,
the door
that's very
opens.
I turn around and I leave. I walk right past everybody.
Tyrion will message Jude. We are far from done. I hope you know that.
You get no answer.
Tyrion, you hear a voice. It's the rasp of Hellbreaker. I will solidify the plans with Theo, and Dave will relegate them to you. Expect them to take the better part of a month.
Understood.
We all hear that, or just hear?
Yeah. It's him. Sort of as if an afterthought.
Wait. A better part of a month.
You heard me. He's in the astral sea.
His family will be dead by then.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Do you know how many other families have died? Do you know how many families haven't, Miss Westwood? That's enough.
Turn and leave.
Dave is standing outside of the door, sort of hands together. Oh, hi. Well, hope that went well. Okay, follow me.
Before I leave, I will turn to the dark doorway and be like, if I can help anymore, let me know. Since I'm already here now, or I could just leave, whichever's easiest. It's fine. Okay. I'll just follow them because I don't have anyone else to follow.
Do we find Jude when we get out? Or did Jude just like full on duck out for the morning?
He's outside. He didn't leave completely,
Okay.
but he's outside.
Okay.
He needs some air.
Understand that.
The day is yours. You do all level up.
Ooh.
I get leveled up after scolded by Dad.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dad scoldings. Immediate level up.
I level up when my dad scolds me. I'm just kidding. I don't talk to my dad. It's fine.
I need to.
Oh, that would have been really great down in the thing. It's fine. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at how many hit points I have.
Ooh.
Look at me go. Oh my gosh.
What
I'm so proud of
what would y'all like to
Charlie.
do whenever you get out of this this room?
I mean, it's daytime, right? So we have a little more freedom navigating the
Daytime.
city, correct? We
Yeah.
don't-
And between now and next session, we will discuss about the next month, since it is how long it will take until your next assignment.
How quickly are these bells chiming?
The last one hadn't chimed for a month or two. The fact that these two are in such rapid succession is
Okay.
strange. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not panicking. You're panicking.
Andy, do you need a place to stay in the city? I'm assuming you do.
Yes, everything's very different. And I haven't really had a chance to go see if anyone that I actually know is still here. So that would be lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome to my home. And to that point, Briar, I have way too much food. It would be very helpful to me if you could come and perhaps assist me with consuming it.
I think I need to go home for a minute.
And I think she just makes her way out and leaves.
I also, especially because I am guessing Jude does not give off the vibe that he is in a place where he's ready to talk about all the stuff that just happened.
No.
And I
Not yet,
also
please.
need to make a trip home. So I will. I just need to go home for a bit. I imagine we'll meet up tomorrow. Get our bearings, and then. Right, Andy. It was wonderful to meet you.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
I will say on my way out, if Jude is still standing outside, I don't make eye contact. Just I stop my gate and say,
It helps. My parents don't really like me either. I don't care if you did bad stuff. You can always come hang out with me. And I'll just keep walking.
you will very briefly hear a sniffle. Like no facial change at all, but you just hear it very softly.
I would also like to, as if Jude is still outside, for what it's worth, and I'm not looking at you. I'm looking out towards the street. I find with many people, most people, all people, that the decisions you make moving forward matter far more than the decisions you've made in the past. I'll see you soon, and I will head to my home. My charming mother.
Sweetheart, your hair!
Yes, Mother, I know. I'm looking for my dad whenever I get home, so, but that can be.
Yeah, we can do that in a second. Tyrion, what do you do?
He will show Andy back to the bookshop.
I put on my ring of invisibility before I even leave the building.
Yeah.
And once they get back, you're welcome to the guest room. And if you don't mind sharing some of your arcane knowledge with me, I don't mind sharing some of my secrets with you.
That would be fantastic. I am not, like, my back is to you. I am face first in like the bookshelves, pointing out the especially rare editions. Like, I haven't seen this one in about 15 years. I don't remember how it ends. I need really to like I'm like writing a million miles an hour, copious notes about the books in this bookshop. Yes, no, thank you very much. I will definitely, I don't know how much I can actually share with you because most of the things I know how to do, the mistress gave for me to do, but I'll be happy to talk to you about anything that you might wish. I have so much to catch up on. Okay.
Okay.
Jude, do you have anything else before I head over to the Westwood house?
If going to one of his typicals that he can find,
One of his haunts.
yeah, going in a corner, sitting down and crying is applicable. But that is 100% what happens. Like full breakdown, full. Sword and shield are thrown on the ground, doesn't even care. Breakdown. But that's him for the night.
Jude falls apart. Charlie? You find your father in his study.
Close the door behind me.
Did those gems prove useful?
Fate was on our side, and there wasn't a need for them yet. I'm sure they might prove to be useful still. It's strange.
He's still flipping through this book that he's reading.
The damage, the fires, the chaos that this city has endured for months. And yet, our house remains remarkably untouched.
Is this the first time you're thinking about this, Charlie?
It's the first time I'm asking.
What are you asking?
Why?
Why? Why what?
You're right. I have a feeling I already know the answer to that question. So the real question is, What was given in exchange for this safety, this untouched status that we've somehow managed to maintain?
Too much.
It's not really an answer.
It's not really a question.
How long have you known about it?
Not long.
Am I getting the impression that my mother was behind this? Oh, I'm leaving the room. I'm going to find my mom.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, my heart is beating so fast right now.
Wait, I was typing. What was the last thing just as it happened? I missed it as it was happening.
I think my mom is the person that made the deal, and I'm gonna go have a conversation. Oh, my heart is beating so fast. Y'all, why do I never wear my heart rate monitor on these sessions? I'll wear it for the beginning of next one. We'll see how high I get.
All right, sweet friends, that fulfills our corruption. Oh god.
What? Rude.
It wasn't me.
All right, sweet friendos. Let us sign off. Let me get some better music for us to sign off to really quick. How about gentle mysterious? How about that instead of sad mysterious? All right, who wants to start us off?
Hi, I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Miss Mindykins. I stream games. Baldur's Gate's my jam right now, Wednesday and Sunday nights. You can also find me here, 6:30 Central Time on Monday, playing Leona. My favorite part of this session was there were a lot of good moments, but I think my favorite was the reveal of Jude's biological father. What the what? I also just really liked CB's reaction to it. So that was, I have lots of feelings. Also, wow, he's kind of rude. Like, calm down, sir. Anyway, that's it.
Thanks, Mindy. Chris?
My name is Chris, and you can find me in the ground because what the what? In seriousness, you can find me on Twitter at Kiss of Hemlock. I will be here making the same shocked faces apparently every Saturday. Also, on alternating Tuesdays, I'm on the Off the Table channel playing a Super Cool Masks campaign. There's other places, but my mind is literally like wiped clean. So, my favorite part of this session, oh my gosh, the whole session. I think honestly, my favorite part of the session was getting to share that little moment with Jude before we went in to see Hellbreaker. Just this very short conversation about Destiny. It really got her wheels spinning, so yeah.
Darian, aka Derek.
Hi everybody, I'm Derek Sword. On Twitter, I'm dsword16. If you want to follow me there, you can see most of my projects, which include Friday evenings. I am on Graham Cracker's channel for the unending campaign of Goldshine Investigation Agency, where I play a swampy bugbear named Kriaz. It's a lot of fun, and I get to laugh in this one and then, or in that one, and then cry in this one. So it's a bit of a whiplash, but I love it. Next Saturday will be the finale of my Dark Matter campaign on the Stalwart Initiative. That's Adventures in the Verse with Dark Matter from Mage Hand Press. I'm really excited about that. So definitely check that out. That is 5:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. And sorry, Graham's game is 8 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. Every other Tuesday, I play in the Old West Call of Cthulhu Shadows over Stillwater on Uncanny Adventures at 7 p.m. every other Tuesday. And I'm also the co-host of the podcast Monster Crush. So if you enjoy monsters and think that they deserve smooches, we talk about those. We talk about their history, and it's informative while also just a little bit sexy. Enough for every podcast you found.
Thanks,
And
Derek.
my favorite moment was having Kate here. That was a lot of fun. I love Andy.
What a mess! Thanks, Derek.
Thanks for coming, secret person.
CB.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Omega Jones, also known as Critical Bard. Critical Bard across all social media channels. Tomorrow you can catch me on my channel as we bring back Creature Collectors. It was on hiatus because I was moving. But I moved now, so we can start doing that again. That shows are very amazing, and I love every second of it. On Tuesday on my channel, you can catch Dustin Fletcher, who is one of the co-DMs of D4 over on Rock Punch ATL. He's going to be my interviewee that day, where we talk about what it means to co-DM on a Wizards affiliated stream and all this thing, like how does it work, and just his life as a wardrobe person for like Black Lightning and all these things. So just get to know him a little bit more. You can always catch me on my channel. I am a variety partner Twitch streamer, so I do a lot of hot mess shit. It's Halloween, so get spoopy. Other than I feel like I'm. Oh, and on Fridays you can catch me over on Rock Punch ATL as well as we play Tampo, which is a Sina Una campaign. Sina Una is a new D&D setting that's based in pre-colonial Filipino culture. It is amazing. I actually played one of the two new classes, the Babylon. It was kind of a mix between a druid and a cleric, but amazing game. You should check it out, and check out Sina Una on the Deck of Mini. My favorite moment tonight, other than all the bullshit happened, honestly, it was Charlie going to talk to Nakir. And having that moment of, I'm going to find a different way to make this work. And Nakir being like, bitch. But no, that was really nice. I like seeing Charlie be like, no. So yeah, that was my favorite moment.
Thanks, DB. And our special guest.
Hi, I'm the secret person. My name is Kate. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Very Pale Ale. I got to play Andy, which is the exact opposite of the character that I play on Mondays with Mindy and Camille on Fate's Chosen here on O for A. And thank y'all for putting up with me for a little bit. I appreciate it.
Stan, Andy.
Stan, yeah. Yeah, she's something. My favorite moment, I'm gonna be a little selfish. My favorite moment was everybody asking me, like, what I bring to the table and being completely and totally fed up when it was not much. It would have been more if I'd successfully banished the Horn Devil, but it's fine.
So close.
No,
so
you're
close.
perfectly enough.
He unfortunately gets advantage on saving throws against whatever, and his other roll is like a 2, so I was really disappointed. Anyway, thank you for guesting today, Kate. It's always a pleasure to have you. I'm Camille. You can find me on Twitter at Camille'sDoesDND. You can also find the channel on Twitter at Open4Adventure, where we tweet about cool stuff like what we're streaming. If you're not on our Discord, come join our Discord. It's a good time, very welcoming, very cool people. We have a new channel called Fur, F-I-R Babies. We're sharing plant photos right now. It's pretty spectacular. I'm pretty excited about that pun that Goat made up. Anyway, you can find me doing stuff here. I mostly just do stuff on Open for Adventure because what is free time? Yeah, catch us. This is a short campaign for set in the past of the current 2 concurrent campaigns of Fate's Chosen and Death's Keepers. That's not gonna get weird. Fate's Chosen and Death's Keepers. And this was session 4 out of 12. So stay tuned for more. We stream every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Central Daylight Standard Time, whatever you're in. All right, we will see y'all same time next week. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, bye. Wait. Nope. Warm. My favorite moment was Omega's reaction to this thing I've been building up for so long. It was gonna happen today, but it did because Jude just had to be involved. Warm fuzzies, Mindy. Bell Chavez. Stab. Guildmaster Zip. PJ. Chris. Oh, sorry, Mindy, you were muted.
We have Bell Chavez!
Bell
She wasn't.
El Chavez.
Sam Sam!
Sam.
We have PJ!
PJ.
And Christina!
Christina.
We have Andrew Village of the Table Bay of Gifts, Wiki Manser!
Bay of Gifts.
Cindy just said.
Rick
Rick
Oh.
Gamer Live!
Gamer Lives with a 1 and a 3.
And we have Deborah!
Deborah. All right, y'all. For real this time. Now we're leaving. Okay, bye.
Apparently, Mindy was muted.
That's why I went back and did it again.
Oh.